This disclaimer image establishes the channel's mission to help busy home cooks break down complicated recipes into simple, visual step-by-step guides. The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. Welcome to pasta alla Norma. This beautiful Sicilian dish might look fancy, but it's actually quite simple to make. You'll be creating a restaurant-quality meal with tender eggplant, rich tomato sauce, and perfectly cooked pasta. The golden brown eggplant slices, vibrant red sauce, and fresh basil make this dish as gorgeous as it is delicious. Here is the written ingredient list for pasta alla Norma Sicilian pasta with eggplant, tomatoes, and ricotta salata recipe guide. Let's gather everything you need before we start cooking. For the eggplant, you'll want about 1 pound of small Italian or Japanese eggplants. Look for ones that feel heavy and firm. You'll need half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, plus a bit more for cooking, and some kosher salt. For the sauce, grab 4 garlic cloves, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, a pinch of red pepper flakes. For a little kick, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 1 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. For the pasta, you'll need 1 pound of rigatoni. Those are the ridged tube-shaped pasta that hold sauce beautifully. Finally, for serving, get 4 ounces of ricotta salata cheese, or you can use a mix of feta and pecorino romano, if that's easier to find, fresh basil leaves, and a little extra olive oil. For drizzling, having everything ready before you start makes cooking so much easier. Now let's get everything prepped and ready to cook. First, take your eggplants and slice them into rounds about ½ inch thick. Imagine the thickness of your thumb. Next, peel and mince your 4 garlic cloves into tiny pieces. Here's a fun part. Open your can of tomatoes and use your hands to crush them. Just squeeze each tomato until it breaks apart into chunks. It's messy but satisfying. Then, take your ricotta salata cheese and grate it using a box grater or food processor. Tear your fresh basil leaves into smaller pieces with your hands, no knife needed. Finally, measure out your oregano and red pepper flakes so they're ready to go. Once everything is prepped, cooking will be a breeze because you'll just be adding things to the pan at the right time. Time to cook. Start by heating 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. When it's shimmering, add your eggplant slices in a single layer. Don't crowd them, and sprinkle with salt. Let them cook for about 10 minutes, shaking the pan now and then until they're golden brown on both sides. Remove them to a plate and repeat with the rest of your eggplant, adding more oil as needed. Now for the sauce, add a bit more oil to your pan and turn the heat to medium-high. Toss in your garlic, oregano, and pepper flakes, stirring constantly for about 30 seconds until it smells amazing, but don't let the garlic turn brown. Add your tomato paste and stir it around until it starts to sizzle and fry a bit. Pour in your crushed tomatoes. Bring everything to a boil. Then lower the heat and let it simmer for 10 minutes until it thickens into a nice sauce. While that's happening, boil your pasta in salted water. According to the package directions, save a cup of that pasta water before draining. Now bring it all together. Toss your drained pasta with the sauce. adding some pasta water if it seems dry. Gently fold in your beautiful eggplant. Slices. Serve it up hot. Drizzle with olive oil. And top with your grated cheese and torn basil. You did it.